Okay. Hi, I'm Travis.
I'm Emma.
And this is Bestie Approved. I don't know how this is going to sound because editing Travis is going to like have a time with this, but we are here with our new friend Chantel. Chantel. Like I keep wanting to say Chantel, and I know that's not right. Chantel, thank you. And she's Purple Panda Pants on all social media, and we're going to talk today about the finale of the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. And I have we're going to get into a couple of things first, but obviously the first thing we start off with every episode is what's the last song you listened to? So what's the last song you listened to, Chantel?
Last song I listened to was Glamorous by Fergie, because I just went to get glamorous at Kiana's spa in Potomac yesterday. So I posted a video about it. I felt like that song was very fitting for that experience yesterday. So then I was like, so I listened to the clip on Instagram and I was like, now I got to hear the whole song. So I'm on YouTube Music, like playing the, playing the whole song. So that's like a classic from the early 2000s. Love it.
That is such a vibe.
Yeah.
Emma, what was your last song?
It was All Falls Down by Kanye West.
Okay.
I'm sure I know it, but I'm terrible. I'm terrible with like song titles. I couldn't tell you any title of any song, but
yeah,
sure I've heard that one.
It's an oldie but a goodie. I'm double checking myself before I lie to you. It's from. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Yeah, it's on the College Dropout, so a million.
What was that, like 2006?
Yeah, probably.
Nice. My last song, and full disclosure, Chantel and I did discuss this before you got on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay, I don't care. And I'm not pandering. This is fully the truth is.
Yeah.
You know what it is, don't you, Emma?
Yeah, I do.
Baby Gorgeous by Lisa Barlow. And we were talking about how Lisa has like responded to a couple of things on our TikTok, and I want to believe that it's actually her, and like when I post this on TikTok, I hope she sees this. But the other thing I believe about that song is I don't believe she wrote that for anyone other than herself. Like I love that song with every fiber of my being. Yeah. And like I know housewives, like when they get into music, like it's very kitschy, it's very like whatever, like tardy for the party, like this Money Can't Buy You class. Like I love those songs. I love Baby Gorgeous. I love all of it.
Yeah.
And then, I love Meredith Marks in her DJ era too.
Yes. Also, because Atlanta's airing right now, I think this is worth noting. Have you, Chantel, have you heard the song Come Get This Honey by Nene Leakes?
No.
It is. Download it after you get off of here.
Okay, let me write this down.
Come Get This Honey. Honey is spelled HUNNI. So good.
For Nene. Okay.
It actually is.
I used to have a whole little like playlist that was like all housewives like music, like all the because like you got Melissa Gorga in there. There's so many.
That wouldn't be a bad. So like Emma and I are like literally. So we do this last song thing every episode, and so we've started the Bestie Approved playlist. Like for Reality Roundup, I might like put together that playlist too. I love that.
You're right. I might do that for 4th of July. I'm going to hang out with Andreas, and so I might make a house. I'm going to do that. Make a housewives playlist.
But so you talked about how you like to get into the dynamics of these women, and like I think this is something that like people forget about. Like these are real people we're watching on the Real Housewives, but the two shows that are airing right now, Real Housewives of Rhode Island and Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think are probably two of the best examples of like the most real dynamics between these women, because I think like Beverly Hills, like we can get into like how that's what that's turned into. New York, I think the old New York is a very different story. The new New York, I think that I don't know that you're getting like real relationships there, but like on these two shows, you are truly getting like I wholeheartedly believe like these women's real relationships. So like what
Mm-hmm.
I guess what's your take on that? Like with when it comes to like breaking down those dynamics?
I think the reason why Rhode Island is just taking everyone, lift us off of our feet here with the housewives is because there's real connections. You can tell that these women know each other from childhood. Like they
Mhm.
are legit friendships. They're not, oh, my friend Julie's going to join Housewives as my friend and no one knows her. And she, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they have this their lives are intertwined.
Mm.
And so their dynamic is very different to me than like Atlanta is airing right now. With Atlanta, it feels like they're just every housewife is trying to produce a scene
Yes.
and they are thinking 3 episodes ahead of how is this going to portray to the fans, to the viewers. What's the feedback going to say? What's the what threads is going to whatever. Like they just you have one that's just too hyper focused on their perception, how they're going to be viewed to the viewers are going to view them, and you have one that like forgets the cameras are even there, and they're just living their life, and we're just happen to be capturing it, and it's authentic. Um, and you can't make up what they've done on Rhode Island. You can't make that up. Like the fights, the everything.
It reminds me of this scene from literally in the finale when Joellen is like, how is Liz gonna sit there and say I'm not her friend? Bitch, like you're
Yes.
my family. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But like so that yes, that is 100%. I couldn't agree more, Emma. And like the other thing that like I keep coming back to with Rhode Island is kind of something you called out, Chantel, is I don't think these women are producing themselves. I think the only one that
Mm-hmm.
kind of is Rula, who like I think she is desperately trying to protect like the image
Mm-hmm.
of her marriage, and I can't
Mm-hmm.
fault her for that. And like I think that like, and there you can get into like a little bit of like the psychology there, but like Emma and I worked in finance for years before we both left the industry, so like there's also
Mm-hmm.
that thing of like clients are going to see this and like clients
Mm-hmm.
will feel weird about it. So like I 100% understand why she's doing that, but
Yeah.
the rest of these women uh, like it is this is real stuff. Like when I mean like when
Mm-hmm.
Joellen was like talking to her mother about like her childhood, and like I was like, this
Yeah. That
is
was deep. It
good
was deep.
TV. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
But and also I think it created one of the if not the best first seasons of Housewives of any city. Like I cannot think
Yeah.
of one. Like I thought Salt Lake City was like the perfect one. I
I
this
did
one might
too.
beat
I
Salt
did
Lake City.
too.
Mhm.
And if you go back and watch that first episode of Salt Lake, or even that first season, it's not as great as we recall it being. Like just the Jen Shaw of it all, and like her personality, and just her taking over everything, and then if even like she was producing, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh,
um,
playing it up.
yeah, yeah. With Rhode Island, they're just like, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, so it's funny because Emma and I went back and unpacked the first season of Salt Lake City, like, and we just
Oh,
finished doing the finale. And so
Hmm.
oh, so this is
I,
fresh.
this is
Yeah.
very fresh for us.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
like, I go back and forth because I'm like, I, I don't know if Salt Lake City is one of the cities that like knew that they were going to be housewives in the beginning. Cause like, you know how like
Right.
Atlanta was going to be Real Housewives, New Jersey was going to be Housewives, but like everyone else, it was, oh, you're going to
Yeah.
be something else and we'll turn it into Housewives. I don't know if Salt
Yeah.
Lake City was like that. And like, I can see where they're like playing it up for the camera, but like even still, like I think some of that is like the growth that we saw with Heather, the like honesty we saw like with Meredith and Seth's marriage. Like I
Mm-hmm.
was like, this is like I like the real life, and like and that's like I know that if Scott and Jeff from Husbands Watching Housewives watch this, like I know they defend Beverly Hills because like that's like their favorite, and like I won't take that away from them, but I'm like, that's why I can't love Beverly Hills, because I'm like, I don't know that we're getting their real lives, and like that's
Right, yeah.
they've done this so well here, so I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I think. Oh, go ahead, Emma. Sorry.
I was just going to make a quick note that I think there's entertainment value in like watching how far they'll play it up too. Like,
Okay.
it's fun to watch how far Jen would go to make sure she stays on Housewives. You know what I mean? Because like I feel like I can tell when they're being fake and like being larger than they'd actually be. And it's funny. Like it's funny to see, you know.
Yeah, I think with Salt Lake, the reason why it was so incredible that first season is that you got to peek into like Mormon culture, Mormon lives. Like that was new, that was exciting. And then everyone on that show was like a character, you know, like they all had their little quirks about them and they were all interesting and their stories were all interesting, and who's from Utah, who's not, and who's in the church, who's not. So just, I think that their dynamics were great in the first season, but Rhode Island still wins. Rhode Island wins for me.
For sure.
I agree. I think as far as like diverse personalities go, Salt Lake City still has the edge, but something about how the girls get along in Rhode Island is just mwah.
And Emma, you mentioned like how far Jen Shaw would take like the like playing it up. I go back to the scene with Liz and Joellen outside of that club where the Frank Sinatra guy was singing, and it's like, okay, got it, I agree, and like you think that that's a character, and I'm like, or I feel like some people are like, oh, she's playing it up. I wholeheartedly believe that was as real and as raw as it gets. I do not believe she was playing anything up, and I think that was her.
Yeah. I
like,
mean, the fact that people are like, you know, being friends with Liz is an abusive relationship. I mean, like, you know. So but here's what I wanted to ask you guys a question.
Yes, please.
How do you think the cast is going to behave for season 2 after now because when you're first season, you don't have, I mean, you can read viewer, you know, comments and be in the comments, whatever, during the season, but it's already filmed. So you can't change what it's already been, you know, edited and everything else. But who do you think is going to be the most, let me ask this. Who do you think is going to change the most in season 2 based on viewer feedback?
That's a tough one.
I know. I don't have an answer either.
Here's how I feel. I would hope for it to be Rula, but I don't think it will be because it's a defense mechanism, what she's doing, obviously. And I don't blame her. Like, she's heartbroken. Anyway, I hope it's not Liz. That's my really strong opinion on that. I love her, and I think she's like being raw and real, and I think she's like leaving space for forgiveness too. And so I hope she doesn't read comments like that and like go easy on camera. You know what I mean? Like I want her to keep being her.
If Liz does come back, I think that Liz will not like water it down a little bit. I think she'll like I think you'll see the wheels turning, and I think that that's like the result of that will be like she's going to be a little bit kinder and not as intense. If we do see her change, I hope she doesn't, and I hope she does come back, because you know there's like a situation going on with her legally right now, and I hope that we get past that. I think Joellen and Alicia will be identical to the people that we've seen now, because I think the reception to them has been so incredible, and I think that Alicia, honest to God, I don't think she has the capacity to change, because I think this, like, she is just what you see is what you get, and I love that about her. I think Rosie probably will, like, there's going to be some PR that comes out, and it's like, okay, how can I, like, because I think the reaction to how she treated Kelsey, I think, will burn her a little bit. I think that Rula is the one that will probably change the most. And I hope that I'm wrong about this, but I think, do you remember when Miami came back and we got Larsa Pippen, who had like been like Kim Kardashianified a little bit? I feel like that is going to be, we're going to see something similar with Rula. And I hope I'm wrong, because I want to see the real Rula, because I think like we did a collab with Cam, who's gay for Bravo on TikTok, and he talked about like he wanted to see like the Lebanese representation, and like I would like to see more about her giving the other women like financial advice about like, hey, this is how you have to protect yourself, because I think a lot of women that watch these shows could really benefit from hearing that. I hope I'm wrong about where I think it's headed with Rula. I really do.
I hope that Rula shows more of her life if she comes back, for sure. I don't want Rosie to change. I like her. Like
I do too.
I like her, you know, she says what she wants to say. She, you know, and also she made a point, you know, early on to say, you know, like she's uncomfortable. She's a nervous person. She's not, you know, used to this, all this kind of stuff. And so she's trying to let them know, like, I'm not used to this kind of environment, this intense environment. And so like, take it easy, or like, give me space to breathe and to understand. Like she tried her best. I like her personality. I think she's funny. I'm going to meet her. She's coming to DC for a Slam Pig summer. She's doing like a little,
hell yeah.
So I'm going to meet her end of this month. So I'm very excited for that. But yeah, I hope that she doesn't see any feedback. I want her to just stay. And I think her husband will help her too. I think all the husbands are so level-headed that they will help. The husbands are great.
Except for Brian.
Great. Well, Brian who?
I consider him an ex already, because I want Rula to come back like Ashley Darby in her single era.
Oh yeah.
That's what I want for her.
Yeah.
But and the other, because I didn't mention them, Kelsey and Ashley, I think they are two just genuinely sweet girls. And I hope that like because like here's the God's honest truth, the fans of Bravo can be vicious, and I hope that like they only get the best of like the feedback, because I think like I don't want any of these women to change. Like even if Rula like is still trying to protect that space in her life, I don't want her to change either. I love these women.
Your personalities just all work together. There's something for everyone, Housewives fan, whether you like the villain or the quiet one or the one that's like, I was talking to Karen about this yesterday, about how in Housewives you have to have like a medium housewife. You have to have someone that just kind of like, if you watch Big Brother, it's like a floater, you know, and like just floats through a little bit, but they can, you know, activate when they need to and then be chill when they need to. But you need to have all different levels of housewives to make a successful show. And I think that's what they have here.
If we're talking about the archetypes, like who do you think would be the villain in Rhode Island?
I have a hot take on that no one's gonna like. No one's gonna like it. Do you know who I can see having a villain arc?
Joellen.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna say that. Why do you think that?
Something about her unwillingness to let go with that video, like of her point to Rula.
Sure.
Gave me the inklings of like obviously not in this situation, but for future situations, her like holding on like a terrier to something until it's bigger than it needs to be, kind of.
Sure.
I can totally see that for her. I know people love her. I like her. I can see why people love her, but I can definitely see that for her too.
Okay. What about you, Chantel?
I could see Joellen as well. Like, you know, second episode, everyone was like, oh, Joellen's the villain. She's the villain. And I was like, no, I don't think so. Not yet. Episode
No.
2 was too early to pick a villain. I can see it. You know what? Another example that and the one you gave, Emma, was great. When she was talking with Liz on the beach, and Liz was like, "Joellen, for 3 hours, I told you to stop touching me, get your hands off of me, and you wouldn't do it." And
Yeah.
Joellen's like, "I know, but I kept doing it because I thought." And Liz is like, "Yeah, you." So she does. She pushes things. She pushes the envelope for sure.
Yeah.
And even her tagline. You know, what's her tagline?
I'm not mean. I just mean
I
what
just
I
say I say what I yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's right there in her tagline. So
That's true. That's true.
Fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could see that with Liz too. I did not. Once they put the like clips together of Liz swatting her away so many times, I was like, yeah, Joellen girl, chill out.
I mean, following her outside and in Boston at the club, and like following her back inside, and why are
I
you
would
doing
lose my
this?
patience too.
Yeah,
Do you
I would be annoyed.
and Emma, tell me if you think I'm doing the thing that I always do, where like I will defend my favorites until like I'm blue in the face and like even against all evidence. But like, do you think there's any potential there that with the way Liz was reacting, do you think that it was like maybe like trying to show a balance of like, hey, like maybe Liz isn't the worst, like, and like trying to like lighten that a little bit, like, because
What do you
I
mean?
don't
Like at the club?
at the club, like in the car, like because I don't think Joellen was the bad guy in that scenario at all. I'm sorry, I truly thought
Oh,
Joellen
I'm
was trying to
team
fix it.
Liz. I think the second Liz says, "Hey, get out of my face," you should probably stay out of her face.
Okay, that's fair.
And I feel like
Mhm.
Joellen too is kind of stubborn. Like someone will tell her like, "I don't like that you're doing that." Liz is the best example of this, but Rula too will be like, "I don't like that you're doing this," and she'll just keep going. She,
Mhm.
like they never said it.
That's fair.
That's
That's
true.
fair.
That's very true about her.
Um, I can see Liz getting, or I'm sorry, Joellen getting the villain edit, even though she is of all of these women. If I had to pick a favorite, it's absolutely Joellen because number one, I think she's amazing. Number two, her husband is so obnoxiously hot and like that, like if they ever want to swing, by all means, I'll swing right with them.
Well,
But
they might.
but um, if it's not Joellen, I'm truly like Rosie feels like she could be a little bit of a sleeper cell because
Mhm.
the way that she came out swinging with Kelsey tells me like she is a girl like, and Emma and I know a few girls like this that like it's like they're cool, they're chill, like whatever, and then like when they get set off, it is all bets are off. I have
I'm
a
kind of a
feeling
girl like
Mhm.
that, to be honest.
I'm kind of a girl like that, to be fair too. So, but
I'm
I
a
think like
Scorpio,
we're
so I'm a Scorpio, so I'm definitely a little bit like that as well.
Yeah, we can all
So
relate.
yeah.
I can
I
definitely see her getting like pushed to the
oh
edge.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like watch it like be like someone like you would never expect, like Ashley, like it's like something's gonna like just push her over the edge, like she'll be
Just make her flip.
yeah.
Yeah. Alicia.
Okay.
um
I had to look up Rosie's sign. She's a Taurus.
I can
I
see
don't
Um,
that.
know anything about astrology, so what does that
yeah.
mean?
So Taurus is a bull, like they're bullheaded.
Okay,
Um,
I can see
but
that.
she's also like loyal and yeah. So okay. I was just curious what her sign was because I was like, yeah, I could see that.
Nice.
Yeah.
um but I feel like we've talked a lot around it. Do you guys want to get into the finale and unpacking it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Mm.
Okay. So we get the opening shots, and like I always love the beginning of a finale because like, and Emma and I just talked about this with Salt Lake City. Like we got the like just like how much happened in this season, and this was a short season. It was 13 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
They packed in a lot. Like this was
Yeah.
so great. And then we get to like just the opening scene where Liz calls Kelsey while they're packing for the island trip, and we get a confessional where Liz says, "Yeah, I'm not going to let the little stuff bother me anymore." And I immediately was like, let's just see how that goes. And I was pleasantly surprised by this. But everyone starts to get ready to head over to the ferry for Block Island. Joellen shows up, and it's immediately so awkward with Liz. And also, I know, Chantel, you said you take notes too. So like I take notes like a crazy person. Feel free to like jump in
Oh yeah.
wherever, like
Okay.
wherever.
All right.
Because I'm curious like what you picked up on versus like what Emma and I typically pick up on.
Yeah.
But like they're all getting on this ferry. Ashley is obnoxiously gorgeous. Like she is so pretty and just like naturally pretty. And they get to this like very like beachy or New England looking beach. And I don't like you live in like in the Northeast. Like are all beaches like this? Because like the only like context I have is like the Hamptons from New York, and like it looked like every beach I was ever at in the Hamptons. Like are they all like that?
I think upper like New England area, the beaches are like that, like rocky, rough sea, you know, the rough ocean, the waves. Where I live, I go to the beach like in Delaware, and it's not like that at all.
Okay.
So it's definitely like a New England type beach, but it was gorgeous. I mean, it was so pretty.
Nice.
But apparently it was freezing there.
Apparently. And like they filmed this over the summer, so I'm just like, is it just cold there like all the time?
Right. And I might be going there in October, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be freezing.
So Joellen decides she wants to take Liz for a walk on the beach, and correct me if I'm wrong, because apparently I'm a Joellen apologist, but I truly felt like she wanted to fix this, and I felt like they edited it to make Liz look like she wasn't that interested. But like I was happy with the way it all ended. But like, do you guys feel like Joellen was like, I need to fix this?
Yes, 100%. She was like, her goal was to make up with Liz. She said, I want the love feeling back in our friendship. She told Liz, I've missed you. Did you miss me? And Liz was like, okay, yes, sure. I forgot how exactly it went, but she's pressuring her to respond back. And I'm like, just let Liz come to you, or let her say what she wants to say, how she wants to say it. Don't force her to respond to what you're saying,
That's fair.
So I don't know.
I did feel like it was begrudging on Liz's part, but I also felt like Joellen, and forgive me, but like I felt like Joellen was like, this is real. Like this is not for the cameras. This is real. Like come on. Like I think she was like trying to find something there. So like, but I can see where that would feel like, oh my God, just like let the woman have her feelings, which is fair. I literally wrote, like, I honestly feel like this all boils down to Liz saying a lot of shit she just did not mean in the moment. And like truly, if she, I don't know that Liz is this person, but like this truly would have been the perfect thing to blame on menopause. Like, cause I would have given her a pass if she would have said that. Like
but 100%.
And then like,
and maybe it was.
I don't like, I don't, as a guy, I don't want to be like, oh, like it's a woman, like it must be she's going through menopause or whatever. Like it's because I equate that to be like, oh, are you on your period? Like I feel like that's such like a mean thing to say.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I'm of the age where, I mean, apparently I'm of the age where I'm perimenopausal, so whatever that means. But I definitely think that it definitely could have been something with her hormones just like going haywire that made Liz, act the way that she did.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think Liz felt like, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No. Please go ahead.
I think that Liz just kind of wanted to get it resolved and just get it over with. She kind of was like, I want to start fresh. I want to start fresh, move forward. And Joellen's like, no, I don't want to start fresh. I want to go back to where we were before all this happened and continue building on what we had before. Yes. And they kind of ended up just agreeing to start fresh at the end.
Well, this is something that we talked about with husbands watching Housewives, where like a trigger for me is when literally anyone is like, oh, let's just start over. Like, because I'm like, no, you can't take some stuff back. Like, and I think like that, like the breaks in a friendship also like make a friendship stronger. And I literally wrote, I love that Joellen said, I want to go back to where our friendship was and just keep going. Like, cause I loved that. I loved that she said that.
Yeah, I did too. I think that Joellen was being very open and very honest, very vulnerable. I loved it.
Yeah. So Rula, we cut back to Rula after we see the guys running around the beach and Joellen's hot husband. Like anytime we get a cutaway to Joellen's husband, I'm like, oh, I'm going to mention it because I love him. But we get a cutaway to Rula acknowledging that she hasn't really been around. And this is something that I never really considered, where she brings up the timing of Joellen bringing the thing to her at the polo match. And like, I kind of get where she's coming from with that, because it's like, first of all, you're on camera, you are like, there's tons of people around. I don't know who Rula knew there, but like, I have to assume she knew some people there. And it's like, you're bringing my cheating, terrible husband to me right now. I don't want to deal with this right now. But I wish she just would have said that in the moment, because that is so valid. That is so fair.
And she did mention that, I think in the confessional in this last episode, where she said, you know, the issue was that Joellen was wanting to, you know, give her the proof, but do it in front of everyone at a polo event. Why are you not coming to me privately? Number one, it's Housewives, so that's not going to happen. But number two, I mean, I don't know. What do you think about the fact that Joellen just showed all the girls when they were at the Newport Mansion? She just showed them all the video before Rula even knew it existed.
Okay, this is the one criticism I can find of Joellen. We're like, and by the way, Joellen is a good housewife. You cannot say she's not a good housewife. I wish that it didn't go to all the women first, because here's the thing. Joellen went to Rula and said, if you want proof, I will find you proof. Like, and I truly believe she was being a girl's girl there. And I think she was doing everything in her power to be like, I've got my friends back here. And I think that she kind of offset that when she took it to the girls, and it's like, whatever. And part of me can be like, well, she's making good TV. Part of me can be like, oh well, she's like proving that her credibility. But like, I don't think that was right. I will agree with you. I think that was a rough move.
Yeah, and I would, if I was Rulu, I'd feel, you know, embarrassed, humiliated. I mean, it's embarrassing.
I want you, like, here's the God's honest truth. They're people that are known in the community. Like, they're like, I mean, you're not like just a no one that's on and end up on the Real Housewives. Like, they have to have some like public facing persona.
Right.
And I mean, he's a doctor. She is a financial planner. So they're dealing with people in the community. Yeah. This has to be one of the most humiliating outcomes I can imagine for any marriage to begin with, but anyone that knows people in your community, that sucks. She's absolutely humiliated.
Yeah.
But like, I also do like that she does acknowledge, because this has been an ongoing conversation, like just like after like seeing the season, really does acknowledge, hey, I haven't been around much, and she's just being honest about it. I do like that she calls it out, because like, I think it was a tough look to just like be in the bed for half the season, because like she didn't really leave her house for the first half of the season.
No, she didn't. She was absent a lot for a full time. So but like I say, if you don't show up to the events, the storyline keeps moving on without you. So
absolutely. And then Billy pulls Gary to the side. He talks about how he's going to redo his engagement to Alicia. Like, I think that is so sweet. Like, and
it
Emma,
was so adorable.
The whole, like, just the idea that he like, and devil's advocate, you can probably say like, he knew that like how this is going to look on camera, and he knew how the Bravo sphere is going to perceive, like, I've been with this woman for 9 years and I haven't like, we haven't like actually made it official. I I can imagine that there was some of that there, but like I truly think that this was coming from a place of like, let's do this. Like whatever got him there, I really do like that.
I do too. I'm iffy on him, Billy, but he scored a lot of points with that. I know because you could tell he was awkward and uncomfortable. And then when they showed Rosie and her husband peering down from the window, you could see like the one Bravo cameraman just there filming. And I'm like, it has to be so awkward for him, for Billy right now. But he did a great job.
He
and,
did.
And Alicia really, I mean, she deserved that when she told her engagement story the first time around.
Oh my Lord.
I couldn't. I was like, you got a fudge sickle at the, like, he didn't even ask you a question. He was like, it's on the dresser. Take your big pregnant self up and go look at the ring I bought you on top of the dresser.
I think I was texting you while that scene was on, and I was like, there's no way I heard that right. I had to like rewind that and watch it because I was like, oh, this was just trash. Like the original engagement was trash.
Yeah.
But then we cut back to Rula, and she starts to talk about the video where she's like, hey, let's call it out, because I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, we haven't seen Joellen actually talk to Rula about the video yet. The only person that's talked to her about it is Rosie, right?
It's Rosie, yeah, at the Arabian Nights party. Yep.
Okay. And it finally seems like, okay, we've got something from Rula. She's going to come out swinging. Like, because the way she was talking about it, I was like, we're getting something real, right? And then we like start going back and forth between that, and then we get a cutaway to Kelsey unpacking the video situation with Joellen and Ali. I'm sorry, it was Kelsey that talked to her about it, not Rosie, right?
Oh my gosh, at the Arabian Nights party. I did a whole video on this.
I think it was Kelsey, because they were the ones talking. Kelsey was like, oh yeah, it didn't seem like Kelsey. She really wanted, because it was Kelsey, because she was like, oh yeah, they talked about how it was AI and like time stamped or whatever.
Oh right. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Sorry, I also like couldn't tell the difference between Kelsey and Rosie for a very long time.
It took me probably to like episode 4 or 5. So yeah. I agree.
Their hearts. But so she's unpacking that with Joelle and Alicia, and the way, so like Emma kind of alluded to this earlier, where like we get this like intense, like she takes things really, really far, and Joellen talks about how she's not a liar, and like the way she said it, she's like, I'm not a liar. And like I think part of that probably stems back to like the childhood thing, where like, because you heard her mom call it out with the lies or whatever. I have a feeling that's where some of that's coming from, but like it was very intense.
It was.
And then we cut back to Rula, and like I literally wrote, because like there's not an ugly woman on this cast. I just want to start there, but like Rula is so hot. Like how could anyone ever?
Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
And then
gorgeous.
All the women start to go into the hotel, and I hate this hotel. Like Emma and I have talked a lot on this podcast about like how I'm a Marriott Bonvoy loyalist. Like that is that. Like I couldn't stay in this hotel. I hate most wallpapers, and that wallpaper in each room was not beating those allegations. I hated it so much.
Yeah, it definitely was giving like early century, historic hotel.
Do you know what, like, I couldn't stop thinking about in each one of these rooms was like Anne of Green Gables. Like, that's what it was giving.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, that's totally it. Yeah.
And then...
Hi, beautifuls. I'm back. I couldn't even unmute myself to tell you I was stepping away. I just texted Travis because the screaming was intense.
Glad you're back.
You're good now.
I almost called it out because I feel like I have a habit of just like never shutting up. And I was like, Emma's actually on mute. You guys don't be mad at me.
No. I had to mute myself. He was like freaking. He's going through one of those stages where babies go through, like he will not calm down for dad. I was hearing them go through it for like 15 minutes, and that's why I kept muting myself and unmuting. And so I was like, all right.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
I have to be so honest. Like part of the charm of this podcast, Emma, I think, is like this
being
is
unprofessional.
Being as unprofessional as the day is long, not knowing what we're doing, and like, but also like it's there's such like we're not polished about it, and I'm like, yeah, Emma's baby's fucking crying. What do you want? Like,
I mean, it's real life. It's real life.
Yeah,
it's
what
fine.
we do.
But it does make for a fun time editing. I like sent a thing to Emma. Like, so this is like a full segue, but like I sent a thing to Emma, like where they're like, I have to cut out like 20 minutes at a time of like me, like if something happens with the baby and I'm just like, oh my Christ, like we're just like but yeah, it's so we're like getting the shots like of everyone like unpacking in the hotel, and Joelle and her hot husband are unpacking their like feelings about the Rula situation, and then we cut over to Rula running around in her cover up with the slit all the way up her legs, and it's like, I hate any interaction with Brian. Like I understand like you're like this is your husband, and like if you want to stay with him, like I get it, like whatever. I hate seeing him on my screen. I hate him so much. Like he like makes me angry, and he's like the only bad part of this show, honestly, in my mind.
I know.
Yeah, I agree. Not a fan.
He's so like outside of the cheating. He's like so icky too, like the Versace crew neck and all.
Oh. I don't want it. Like, did you dress up for the camera? Shut up. Like, hate you.
Yeah, he's just a cheater, pumpkin eater. I just can't.
That's it.
I know.
So Billy takes Alicia out to his plan, and like I couldn't unsee this like when I saw that it was like the candles in the circle. This is how they used to summon ghosts on Charmed.
It was a heart. It was in the shape of a heart.
Was it?
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just a circle of candles.
I missed the heart, and I watched it twice. I totally didn't catch that.
But like, I love this scene because this was real. Like, this is like, you can tell. Like, Alicia reminds me so much of my Aunt Tanya, and she is someone who it's like, I'm just gonna keep talking, and like whatever's on my mind is just gonna come out of my mouth, and it's like I want to crack. Like, you didn't get any snacks while we're out here. I love champagne, like, and it's just like she's just like, this is her, and she's like, you didn't get me a new ring, you didn't get me this, and she's like telling the guy, she's like, oh, he did a bad job with the first engagement, and I'm like, I love this so much because like,
yeah,
this is their real relationship.
Yeah.
It was, and Emma, like, if you don't mind me sharing this, Emma texted me earlier, and she's like, my hormones are still not in a place, but this, like,
it was like not even the moment itself. I do love seeing a man show up for a woman when she tells him she needs it. And I thought it was so cute. It was the girls watching outside of their window.
I know.
That was so sweet.
I know. And then then they were cheering and everything once he put the ring back on her finger. It was the sweetest.
Especially like watching with their husbands, like, oh.
Yeah.
And it felt so genuine. Like they weren't putting it on for the camera. They were all like, I'm really excited for my friend. Like, I loved that.
No, I don't think it was like an original part of like their unpacking scenes for them to see it, because some of them didn't see it. You know what I mean?
Oh, the ones that were in that weren't in the main house didn't see anything.
Yeah. I feel like they would have like called them to like the bar to watch or something. You know what I mean? Like if that were going to be the scene, I feel like it was just an inorganic.
Oh, like it wasn't on the call sheet, you mean? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I completely agree. And like, I think that's what makes this so much better is like, because you see like, they're like, what is happening out there? Like, what's going on out there? And then they realize what's happening. And I was like,
yeah, oh my gosh, the fact that he's like, I'm not romantic, I don't know how to do these things, and he said, I made a note that he said he was worried that she was gonna think he was dumb.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I just was like, ugh. And you know, and you can tell like he's not this is not his thing, but he definitely worked with the hotel, got the flowers, got it set up, got her champagne, and, all the things. So, it just really, after everything else he's done this season with Pizza Mama and all the little comments he's made here and there, this kind of redeemed him for me at the end.
I think I like him too. And then I have one other thing to say after you're done.
No, please go ahead.
So I was also touched by the fact that he, like, before, when they were on the beach, he was like man enough to tell one of the other husbands that, like, he wanted to do this and he needs help.
Yes.
Like, it has to take like some balls to be like, I'm doing a romantic gesture, girl. I don't know,
Well, no, he did. He took Gary's fine ass aside and said, hey, you've known Alicia since she's 6 years old, right? Like, what do you think about this? And like,
how nice.
I know.
I could, like, that was so good. Like, I couldn't get enough of that.
Yeah.
But I want to, like, I want to talk about Billy for 1 second, because I think he got kind of a bad rap with the whole, like, I didn't put her name on the house, and like, I didn't, she's not like part owner of Pizza Mama. Like, yes, that is a rough look, but like, do you guys remember the episode where Alicia did like the presentation of like, this is what I want to do for Pizza Mama, and like, and she talked about what she wanted. In that moment, I got the impression that Billy is a guy that is a lot like my papa, who he just, like, it goes without saying that like things are just going to be taken care of, because he does say like, yeah, I have an estate plan, and like, if God forbid something happens to me, yeah, you will be taken care of. And it's something that Alicia needed to hear, but it's something that Billy, I think, thought went without saying. So like, that was kind of my redemption arc for him, and like, this just put the cherry on top for me.
Yeah. I mean, would it be nice? To me, the fine print under her not being named is that if they were to split up before they got married,
sure,
especially, she wouldn't get to be a part of it. But I genuinely feel like after seeing the full season, I don't think in Billy's head they will ever split up.
No, I 100% agree. I think that in their mind, or in Billy's mind, he's just like, yeah, this, like, whether or not we get married, like, this is just my person. Like, that's okay.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they have a child together, I mean.
Yeah, and he's like present and there, even though he's like a businessman, obviously.
Yeah. So then we start, like, we get all of the like cheering for them. It was, God, that was so good. And then everyone starts to head to the bar for dinner, and that's where Joellen is going to go talk to Rula. And this, like, the next the episode from this point on did not stop in my mind. I was like, they are firing on all cylinders. This is good stuff. So Joellen looked incredible. Like, Joellen's hot. Like she is like just hot to begin with, but like when she wears the dresses that are like cut out like right under her boobies, and like she's showing a lot of skin. I love this. I love those
she's
dresses.
Hot. Yeah, she's very hot.
Very hot. I love the dress that Rula's wearing, because like Rula does color very well. Like she's got, I feel like Rula could make a burlap sack look good, but like she
the body
is gorgeous too.
I also thought they complemented each other. Like the blue of Joellen's dress was the same blue of Rula's dress.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And like, they weren't speaking at this point, so they didn't plan that. I was just like,
right,
hot women, you know what they look good in. But then Brian shows up down at the bar looking sweaty and gross, and I hate him so much. That's literally just what I wrote. And Joellen's hot husband Gary pulls Brian aside, and he's him defending his wife. I'm like, oh, like I can't get enough Gary. Love Gary. But he pulls her aside, and he's like, hey, let's talk about this video. Brian fully admits that it's real. He's like, yeah, the video's real, where he's been gaslighting Rula and everyone else around him. So I'm like, why are you going to be like that with Gary and like be honest with him, but like lie to all the women? I hate you for that. And this is what Gary is like. I don't care what you do. I don't like, if you're going to, whatever you're doing, like whatever you need to deal with, you need to deal with. Do not call my wife a liar. And I was like, God, he is so hot. Like,
oh, I was going to say, he's so hot in that moment. Wow.
And
I loved it.
I literally wrote, like, if I ever get married, that is what I need my future husband to be. Just like that.
I mean, he wasn't playing anymore. He was tired of the whole summer, everyone calling her a liar, making it, why is Joellen the issue? She's not the issue. She's not the problem, Brian. Brian is the problem. The cheater is the problem. I don't like how the whole season or this whole, she's just fighting for her life, Joellen, for her character. I'm not a liar.
Yes. And so all the women head out to dinner. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm sorry. I forgot. So Rula and Joellen have their conversation, and it cuts back to that. And I thought this is something you don't get a lot in Housewives, where this is two women who know how to communicate. And I thought they did such a good job in that conversation, because it could have gone so bad. And I think Rula did a great job of saying, like, hey, this is why I feel the way I do. And Joellen said, I thought you said you wanted me to get proof. That's what I thought I was helping, and I'll buy that. Like, did she mess up a little bit? 100%. Absolutely.
Right.
But I think her heart was always in the right place. And I like the way that ended. And then Joellen heads down to dinner. Gross, sweaty Brian walks by Joellen, and I'm like, ugh, how dare you grace that woman's presence? Like,
I have an observation, and please. Chantel, I feel like you're gonna have a great take on whether I'm crazy or not.
Okay.
But I felt like maybe the age difference between Rula and Joellen was relevant here, because I feel like Joellen, to an extent, was almost like excited she had the tea, and Rula was annoyed by that and wanted it to be more like, I'm so sorry you're going through this, girl, but you said you wanted me to find proof, and so here it is, like in private. And I think that might be like an age discrepancy thing. Thoughts?
That's a great question. I'm looking up their ages really quick.
Well, so Rula owns a financial planning firm, so that puts her at a minimum in her mid 40s. Because I'm like, you don't just do that in your 30s. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Rula's estimated to be 46, and Joellen 38.
Yes,
that's older than I thought for Joellen. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not an age thing, but that is kind of like the dynamic I picked up on.
No, I think you're 100% right, Emma.
Yeah, I think you're right too. And I think too, it's also their culture. I think Rula made a comment early on. I forget, I don't know what episode it is now, but a comment about, they don't talk about this kind of stuff in her family. It's hush hush, it's private, it's quiet. And then you have Joellen on the flip side telling, all of Rhode Island what's going on. And so I can totally understand why Rula felt that way. And I'm glad that Rula told her how she felt versus, because remember when she was talking to the women before at the beach, she was like, I don't want to talk to Joellen right now, but you guys can tell her this message for me. And Liz was like, no, you can tell her your damn self. She was like, I'm not going to relay this message for you.
I love the way Liz said that, though, where she's like, no. You need to speak your truth. You need to be honest. I loved that.
Yeah, me too.
I think that's the real being a girl's girl.
It's supporting your friend, but also letting them know, like, you need to speak up for your own self.
Push her into her strength. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think, I never once thought about that, Emma, because I think you're right. Like, I think this is one of the younger groups of women, like on average, that we've seen on Housewives?
I
Because like
think
I think
so.
when you think of Real Housewives, you typically think mid 40s, early 50s, or like in Ramona Singer's case, like almost 70. And like that, no, that's completely valid. Is like I don't think we've seen such a skewed, not a skewed age gap is like the worst way to say this, but like I do think there's a difference in maturity almost. I think that's completely fair.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. And it could even just be like a personality thing, you know? Some people like the gossip, like the tea, like all of that. But like you said, Rula comes from a family where like if the whole state, because Rhode Island is a dot on a map, yeah, if the whole state is talking about it and that leads to the end of your marriage, especially like that, I can see that being so taboo and like off limits for her. And I feel like maybe she didn't come to Joellen's defense as much as maybe you or I would have, because it's like the easy out in that instance would be to call her a liar. Like if she's telling the whole state of Rhode Island what's going on, even if it's breaking your heart and it's true and it's real, but you don't want to tarnish the reputation like that, it's easy to just be like, no, she's lying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But then the women head out to dinner and it just looks like the worst. Like it's cold, it's windy. They have those like
so
heating
windy.
I'm like, girl, you couldn't have done this in the dining room. But like, I do love an outside dinner because like it takes me back to what was Monica Garcia's season of Salt Lake City? That was season 4 where they like did the thing on the beach. Like it took me back to that. And I was like, I love a good outside dinner. I can't get enough of it.
I do too.
But I also like I told you I write notes like I'm insane. I just start writing my thoughts sometimes. I'm like, I feel like I wouldn't be super into a clam bake, but I like the idea of this vibe. I just wish I was into seafood because like I feel like I would love to go to a clam bake. I would not enjoy the food though.
Yeah, I don't like clams or things like that.
I don't do seafood in general,
I'm picky on seafood.
I love all seafood.
I'm so jealous of you because it's so good for you, but like it's a texture thing for me. I don't.
Yeah.
And then I'm such a hypocrite about this because like when we did this with Husbands Watching Housewives, I was like, oh, of course, the first thing they do is pull out a game where it's like we're gonna get to know each other better. And then I literally wrote, oh my God, yes, they're playing another game.
Really? Because I've thought about the games like in this specific series. It's kind of silly, right? Because they all already know each other. Like you're not going to find out any new genuine information. It's all just mess.
I think part of this is the producers pushing the women to be like, this is for the audience. Like do you remember Emma, when we talked about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and like Jessie, every chance she got pulled out that damn truth box.
Oh yes she did.
And that like I'm just like, this is 100% like they were like, hey, like let's do a callback to episode 1. I thought this was executed much better though, because these were very good questions. I thought these it feels like someone sat down and like thought this out. Like it was like the people that make like that card game in the red box, the like We're Not Really Strangers game. I'm like, oh, someone actually thought through this.
Yeah.
But
the questions were good.
Yes. We get like I didn't care about any other question except for Rula's question, which is literally, what is the most embarrassing thing your partner has done in public? And like the way that I gay gasped when that question came up and she looked at her husband, and this is where I think she started to break. Like is when she like, this was, I think, hard. And then I think it was Liz or someone that said like, it doesn't have to be about your husband. Like you can throw it to someone else. And then she throws it to Gary, who said, I don't think Joellen's ever embarrassed me. And like I'm just like, you don't have a bad answer in you, dude. I love you.
I know.
But I think this is where like the wheels start to turn a little bit. And do you remember, this is a deep cut, but there was an episode of Real Housewives of New Jersey where they're all at a party, and something I don't remember exactly what Teresa did, but she said they better not use this footage, and I think Melissa was the one who said, "Oh, they're absolutely going to use it." And then Teresa snapped, because I think she realized like, "Oh, America's going to see exactly what happened in my marriage," and I think I obviously Rula reacted differently, but like seeing her break a little bit and like seeing just how bad Brian was at being like, hey, no, like everything's gonna, because he was like, you put aside your ego, and I'm like, no, you cheated on her, you trash.
I was like, I'm like, and she was like, ego, and he was like, oh, I meant your pride. And I'm like, yeah, use the like, right words. He doesn't even know how to say anything consoling to her at all.
I just don't understand it. I feel like if you're going to take a man back after he cheats, he should be kissing your toes and nothing else. Like, shut up, Brian.
In this scenario, like the only thing that should have come out of his mouth is, I'm sorry for what I did. I'm sorry that like, I'm sorry. That's all
I've embarrassed us. Like, come on.
I was wrong. Ugh.
We've never heard him say any of those things to her that we've seen that I can know. He's just the video, the timestamp can be altered. I can't with him.
Like, okay, Brian, I really hope they just like don't show him anymore if she's gonna stay with him. He's so sleazy and gross, and I feel like his reaction to everything and the way he just kind of like breezes through it, if anything, is just an indication to me that he is still cheating.
Oh, absolutely. And like, do you the toast is like really what set me over the edge for him, because I literally wrote, Brian opens his whore mouth and does a little toast where he was like, well, cheers to this, because everyone knows more about us than we know about ourselves. And I was like, shut your whore mouth.
Again,
I hate you.
Shut
you
up,
trash man.
Brian.
Yeah, he made that comment about thanks for making us the most popular couple or the most talked about couple. And I was like, you're not taking this seriously, dude. You're not taking this seriously at all. Your wife is right here bawling her eyes out. You've embarrassed her for all these months. And thanks for making us popular. She doesn't want to be popular, dude. She's not interested in that. She wants her life and her home life to be stable.
Yeah. And like, the only scenario in which I can accept any of his behavior is if Rula said, cover it up. We are going to put a good face on for the show, and that's going to be that. And like, deny.
I feel like even then he failed.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I hate him. But we get the comedic relief of a lifetime with Alicia, who is wasted. I think she started drinking at that proposal and just continued.
And she didn't stop. She didn't stop at all. She was wasted, as we would say.
I love her so much because she looks like she weighs like 26 pounds. So
I know. I was thinking, I was like, 2 glasses of wine or champagne for her, and I'm sure she's already like, 2 sheets to the wind. So because she would not stop talking. She would not let Joelle and Rula talk. She wouldn't let anyone talk. And then Billy's like, Alicia, she's like, I can say whatever I want. It's just hilarious. She's Which so funny.
What I love, because she's like, I was like, oh no, she's gonna keep talking, and like she's like, Joelle, and tell her you weren't trying to, tell her you had her back, you tell her, and I was like,
she can't tell her.
But then Joellen was like,
so funny.
We're gonna keep it private, and Alicia just wouldn't drop it, and I was like,
no, she would not drop it at all.
I know she woke up the next morning with the worst anxiety in the world.
I don't believe that for a second. I believe she woke up fresh as a daisy. I believe she woke up like Sonia Morgan after a night of drinking, and she's like, on to the next one.
Just feels nothing.
I feel like if not hungover, if that were me, like that moment would play over and over and over in my head. Like, why didn't I just shut up? Like, why didn't I
But I'm so glad she didn't. Like, that's the
I know, I loved it. Truth. It was beautiful.
But then The other thing that I think was so telling was like all these other women hate Brian, and Rosie looks at Joellen and says, "Joellen, you are not the problem. The problem is sitting right next to me," and points at Brian. And I like that moment was like, I literally, I just love these women.
I was like, yes. I was like, call it out. I love it. Because what's he gonna say? You know,
I love a group of girls that can set their problems aside for a common male enemy.
Yes.
I love that. That's beautiful. Oh.
And then
100%.
we get the closing cards of like, it's like, oh yeah, like the cute little, like, I didn't read a single one of them because like I was like finishing my notes, and then I forgot that Brian got arrested. And I was like, I literally wrote, oh my God, there's more. I forgot about the arrest. And then we get the scene of some of the women going over to Rula's house to like process the arrest and like the tracker situation. And I have a question about this. Because I listened to the Bravo docket talk about like how, because in the state of Rhode Island, if there's a tracker found in the car, because from what I understand, BMW made Rula go to the police department, and like that's why the charges got filed. And because it was a domestic violence charge, or having a tracker and stalking is considered domestic violence, they had to pursue the arrest. But am I like completely misremembering this, or did Rula not say at the polo match to Joellen, I have a tracker in Brian's car? Did she say that?
I don't remember if it was exactly that.
I have to go back and look, because I swear to God, I remember her saying, because it came right before, because she said like something about like, oh, I have a GPS tracker. He goes to the gym every morning. And then Joellen said, does Brian look like he goes to the gym? Like that, like I kept replaying that in my mind, and I haven't gone back to rewatch that because I'm like, I'm positive she said she has a GPS tracker. So I guess my question is like, why did she, if she has a GPS tracker in his car, either A, does he know about it, or B, is it?
I have a conspiracy. If this is all true, if this is all true, what if that is the tracker she was referring to, and Brian is taking the fall for it because he knows he's a rotten asshole and Rula shouldn't be arrested?
Why would she have talked about it on camera then, I guess?
Well, we know it's illegal. If she talked about it on camera, like, or not, or got charges or not, it's illegal to put a tracker on someone's car.
Unless they know about it. Like that's the thing that like the Bravo docket girls kept saying, like, hey, like if it's knowing, like it's fine, but like it's the knowledge of it that is the indicator.
In my mind, she just like had his location, like Life 360 or something. Sure. But I don't remember. I truly don't.
I can't remember either if she said it directly. But it would make more sense if maybe she just has like Life 360 or his location or something. But I would imagine he would turn her location off.
That makes more sense. What you're, because like if she has like Find My and she's saying it's a GPS tracker, like maybe that's what she's talking about. Okay, that's more believable. And then like it's like, oh, you took it one step further and you took one that I can't turn off, like, and that's, but I guess like I wonder how she, or why she thought there was a tracker. I hope we get more about that in season 2, because
or even at the reunion. Maybe even at the reunion.
I hope he was trying to prove that she's hooking up with someone else and got arrested for it.
Oh, girl.
Like he was like so insecure about like his indiscretions that she's like, oh, maybe she like trying to like find something she's done wrong.
Or if he doesn't want to get fucked over in the divorce, and he knows that the whole divorce is because he cheated. And then if he can prove that she also cheated, then you know, maybe it'll go over easy. I don't know.
No,
I just like
that's actually a really good
conspiracies.
I like that.
Yeah, and then I wondered. Well, she dropped the charges, so
She did. She said she didn't want to press charges because it's considered a domestic violence charge in the state of Rhode Island. So I have to imagine that like there's some implications there, like where he would probably lose his medical license, because it's like one of those things where, I mean, she's a financial planner. Like you're really going to ruin your chances of getting alimony and child support if you do get divorced. No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it might also strain like custody of their kid too.
That too.
And
that
she
too.
probably doesn't want to do that, you know.
Yeah.
As much as
I think she might be staying for the kids, for her family, to keep her family together.
Well, she also did talk about early in the season how, like, because I think the producer asked her in a confessional, like, isn't this your second marriage? And she was like, my family doesn't like when I talk about that or something. I imagine that there's probably some level of shame there with like, I am divorced, because
they're a Middle Eastern family, right? They're Lebanese. I feel like it goes back to like not talking about cheating. They probably also can't talk about divorce, custody, and
because the cultural constraints there are like very like it's very like the way some of my family is, it like because of the church, where it's like you stay in the marriage and you figure it out, like whatever it takes. And I'm a person where I'm like, I love divorce. Like, let's do it some more. Let's get married just to get divorced.
Yeah, I mean, me too. But like, I feel like if you grow up around, like, if you feel different from everyone else already, being Middle Eastern, and then like you just have to take what your family says as the truth because you know your culture is different from everyone else's, so you have to like follow that. I feel like that would play a part too.
I think she's playing a role. Rula's is playing a role right now. And I would love to see the mask fall down. I'm excited for the reunion. I don't know. I found it interesting, and people online were like, I don't understand why he would be tracking her car. And I was just like, for me, it came to me immediately. I was like, so he knows when the mistress needs to leave the house. I was like, or leave the office. You know, it's like he needs to know where she's at so that he can control getting the other woman out of the way, you know, or oh shoot, she's on her way to the office. Like, you need to leave. I mean, I don't know.
We don't even know what kind of escapades he's going on. He could be like on actual dates and need to make sure that she's not around for all we know.
Why
like,
would he be like, I think it was the Brav Bros asked, like, who's dating him?
No idea.
Unless it's like, because like podiatry is like one of the more lucrative medical fields to go into, and like if he's doing like Ozempic and Botox out of his office, like there's some revenue stream there. Unless it's for the money, I don't get it. Like I
can see it being like younger girls looking for like a sugar daddy situation because of all the like brand labels and stuff like that he does. I could see that, but like otherwise I have no idea. Like,
no, this truly, and I texted this to Chantel, I texted this to Emma this morning, this is the best first season of a Real Housewives city we've ever gotten. Like I said one of earlier, this is it. Like start to finish, not a single filler episode, not a single episode where I was like, oh, we could have done without that. Like so good.
Every single scene has been great. I just am sad that it's over.
I am too, but like what's interesting is I think it was like the third or fourth episode was that's what lined up with the Bravo upfronts, and that was already renewed. So they were like they were getting back to filming fast. Like it was like, I think this first couple of seasons is going to be like a Secret Lives of Mormon Wives situation where it's like they don't really get a break from filming.
Yeah, so just back to back. Yeah. I know they're going to start filming like in July for season 2.
That's like
around the corner.
Like next week.
That's what my sources tell me. Because me and a few other creators are planning a trip to Rhode Island. And we're trying to figure out dates. And one of the dates was like July 31st through August 2nd, when there possibly would be filming. But I think we're going to end up going in the fall instead. So
nice.
Yeah.
I think it'll be so beautiful in the fall.
I know, and fall is my favorite season, so I'm like,
Me
that's actually perfect for. Oh, it
too.
is. Yeah, I'm like, it's perfect for me. Yes, I love fall so much.
This is gonna
Some
be
warm,
good.
like seafood soup.
Oh my god,
Wrap up
like
in
a
a
crab
blanket.
bisque. Oh my
Ugh,
gosh,
beautiful.
crunchy
So-
leaves is the best.
I know. I might have to join you in Rhode Island.
Let's
Bye,
do it.
I love a trip
family.
to Rhode Island. I've never been.
Yeah, me neither.
Maybe we
Never.
could.
I never wanted to go until now.
I know. I always. If anything, do you remember the tirade I went on one time about how we should delete Rhode Island as a state? Do you remember that,
Yes,
Travis?
I do very vividly remember that
That
because
was years
you were like, "What are
ago.
they here for?"
Right, right. That little blip.
So a question for everyone: Who, now that it's all said and done, who would you want to be friends with from this cast?
Ooh.
I've said the same girl all season. Maybe I just like love at first sight, head over heels for her. I love Liz. I love her so much. She really resonates with me. She's too cool to be friends with me though, and I will stand on that. But it's Liz.
I think Liz would be friends with us. I really believe that. Like, I think she'd be like, "Come to my huge house. Let's go out on this like long dock. Let's go for a walk." Like,
Yeah, I think more realistically though, Alicia seems like a good time gal.
Okay. What about you, Chantel?
Ugh, it's hard.
It is.
Gosh, I want to go with. See, okay, my first gut reaction was Rosie,
Sure.
just because she's fun. But then I'm thinking more Liz, even though she was a little unhinged, those couple episodes. She just seems like she's fun. She's easygoing. She likes to be on the water. So do I. My only thing with Liz is that I feel like I might accidentally call her Dolores by accident.
100%.
I've had that. Do you know, in the finale, when she's on the beach with Joellen especially, I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. She looks like her.
I mean, it's insane. Okay, what about you, Travis?
If I had to pick, I feel like naturally I'm gonna say Joellen, but if I'm talking about like someone who obviously Joellen, love Joellen, but like if I'm like thinking about who like I can see myself truly like a friendship like Emma and I have, like where it's like we hang out, like there's like it's easy, it's simple, like we're just good friends. I truly think Ashley would be an incredible friend. Like she's cool, she's sweet, and she's just easy. Like it's like it doesn't feel like she's like putting on a show. It's like she just seems really sweet. I really like her.
She seems like the most real out of all of the cast, in the sense of like I see that girl every day when I'm out and about. And I love that about her. She's like very accessible, even though she's like not, obviously, she's doing glam and her husband's so hot and all that. But she seems very down to earth.
Absolutely. But what a good season. Like wow.
Yeah.
Chantel, tell the people where they can find you. Tell everyone, the besties, where you are.
So I am on Instagram, TikTok, and Reddit under Purple Panda Pants. All one word.
Where did Purple Panda Pants come from?
Oh, so that is my Reddit username that I came up with like 10 years ago. I've been on Reddit for 10 years. And so purple is my favorite color since I was a kid. And I've loved panda bears since I was a kid. And the pants part, I needed a third word and it just came out.
I love it.
It means nothing other than the purple and the panda part, but it's just silly. I like it.
It's cute. No,
it's memorable. People are going to remember Purple Panda Pants. So.
For sure.
I noticed like because I mean obviously we don't have a ton of followers on TikTok, but like your like screen name stood out to me because I was like I love that, like, and I never
Yeah.
cared where it came from. I was like I love her, like and I'm
Yeah.
so glad that we were able to make the connection and like do this, because this is we were talking about this earlier, but like when you got on, but like I think that this space of like creators supporting creators and like the Bravo world where like there is a genuine fandom there of like us just loving to talk about like this what people think is garbage, but like it is some of like my favorite stuff. I love this, and I'm really happy you were able to come on today, and we love having you.
Thanks for having me. This was so much fun. You guys are awesome.
Thank
we
you
have a
for
lot
being
of similar
similar.
Oh my gosh, Emma, I'm a mom too, so like I totally get it. It's totally fine. I had a great time. I hope I can come back. This was fun.
Yeah, I hope we can do it again too.
The door is always
do you
open.
want to talk about the reunion?
What about it? What do you mean? Or do you mean, are you asking me?
The Rhode Island reunion. Do you want to do it again?
Yeah, sure. I'll be watching.
I think that would be fun.
Well,
let me just
we know
let me just check one thing, because I have Please. I'm going to Sunday's Father's Day. Yeah. And then I'll be watching that on Sunday. But if we want to do like the same day, I mean Monday, same time or something, just let me know.
We'll figure it out.
I'm open.
But as always, from Indy to outside of the what's the county? Surrey County Courthouse?
For Karen's thing?
Yeah.
It was Montgomery County.
Montgomery County thing. Surrey County is where she's originally from.
Yeah, in Virginia. Yep.
As always, from Indy to outside of the Montgomery County Courthouse to Rhode Island to wherever you listen, we love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving us, and we'll see you next time.
Yay!
Bye.